Water quality is highly relevant as it impacts everyone since it is a necessity for life. I proposed looking at local water quality for our special project because over the summer, I interned at TCEQ, or the Texas Commission of Environmental Quality, on the Drinking Water Technical Review Team. Specifically, I was part of the Consumer Confidence Report, or the CCR review team. CCRs are a yearly report that each water source is required to distribute to its public or people that consume the water. It provides information on the water source, its contaminants, and their detected levels, and any violations that the city or water district may have received that year. I spent a large amount of time verifying the different contaminants and their detected amounts that are reported on their CCR and what TCEQ had documented. Thus, I thought it would be interesting to examine and quantify the water contaminants in local drinking water sources. Additionally, knowing what contaminants are present in the water is important for health purposes. Repeatedly drinking highly contaminated water can lead to serious health problems like metal poisoning, reproductive problems, and neurological disorders. This is why we decided to look into several possible contaminants in the local drinking water, including heavy metals, organic disinfection byproducts, and nitrates. We took water samples from a park in Sherman, a park in Denison, and a commonly used building on the Austin College campus.
The way we structured this project was by following EPA rules and guidelines for contaminants in a water supply. While constructing this project, we looked at the action levels required by each state and city to follow to have their water supply considered safe for the public usage. We focus on using the same processes and setups that the EPA uses to evaluate the cleanliness of the water supply, and follow by using techniques we learned in class and performing analysis of water samples via instruments to detect any contaminants. The experiments with this project was hard at first, trying to understand each step of the analysis and how to prep the samples to give an accurate representation of the water supply. The process and analysis of water were relatively hard to understand with the complexity of the preparations and the workup required for accurate readings of the water supply. Some samples were burned off to detect any metals present in the water and calculate a number of metals in the water. Another analysis was with the water supply, observing color changes indicating the presence of nitrates, and running samples through an extractor to trap organics that may be present in water samples, which run through an instrument to identify all possible organics contaminants in the water. Our results found that the water supply didn't contain any detectable heavy metals or nitrates present in any water location that the samples were taken from. However, there were organic contaminants present in all water samples that were collected. Some of these contaminants are present in everyday kerosene and petroleum products, which are present from fracking operations in our area.